Joining me now to talk a little bit about the great shift to electrification from his perspective is Mr. Norbert Taphorn. He's the area manager for Africa and Asia Pacific at Tesvolt GmbH, which is based here in Germany. Hallo, guten Tag, willkommen. Mr. Norbert, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hello and welcome. Thank you very much.
I want to get right to our questions since we don't have a whole lot of time. Can you let us know why are battery storage systems so important for the green energy transition?
They are very important. Perhaps I start a little bit with the introduction of myself and Tesvolt, what we are doing, and give you some examples what we have done, and come then to this question. Then you will see what we are doing and why it's so important. For myself, I'm Norbert Taphorn, technical engineer, responsible for sales as an area manager for Africa and Asia Pacific. I have a little bit more than 25 years of experience with renewable energies, and this is what I use for my job at Tesvolt. Tesvolt is a German lithium battery storage manufacturer. We manufacture the battery storage systems. To make here clear, we manufacture no cells. We just manufacture the battery systems. We were founded 2014, are active worldwide in the field of industrial and commercial storage projects. We have already realized more than 1,500 projects in more than 60 countries in the world. It's really interesting to see where our projects are commissioned and what they are doing all over the world. I want to give you two examples what we have done in the past. First of all, a big project in Africa, in Rwanda. We installed 2.7 megawatt hours of lithium storage with 4 megawatt of inverter power for an irrigation project. Now 2,000 farmers get the water from this project. Before it was not really possible to get this water. The project was financed by a foundation, and now the farmers there have more revenue, and the improvement for the overall situation in the region is very big. And also the unstable local grid is now stabilized, and not so much fails are more in that region. Very interesting project because the impact of one storage project helps 2,000 people in that area. Another project with a big impact is in Mali. There we have our customer Africa Green Tech with Thorsten Schreiber and his wife. They are active in the field of rural electrification, and they give now more than 250,000 people access to electricity. They have developed a mobile PV and storage system, containerized, and they have already more than 20 systems in operation in Mali. They start now in other areas in Africa, and it's also a big impact of storage systems in Africa. Now, to your question, why is Tesvolt active in Africa and Asian markets? Is there enough demand for large power stations? Yes, of course. Africa and Asia, first of all, are basically fast-growing markets, and fast-growing is always linked to energy and electricity demand. So at the end, it's a growing market. Perhaps it's beginning, but at the end, there are also possibilities to install big storage systems. So the storage is a game changer. It can be used as a load or also as an energy source, and can be adapted very quick to the planned application. If the application changed or financial conditions or legal requirements changed, it's also possible to use it as for another business case very fast. So it's really a game changer in the market, and just for this market, it's necessary to do that because everything will change very fast, and the rules will be changed. So at the end, the storage is a game changer. And Mrs. Kempfert mentioned it yet when I hear right, renewable is the new oil. Yes, that's it, and we still have to use that in these markets.
Thank you so much. You mentioned things moving fast, and we have to move a little bit fast so that we can make sure we get to our next Weltsaal session coming up. But I did want to ask you a little bit, as you're looking in Asia and Africa, what does Tesvolt do to raise the competence of clients and engineers and technicians in your target areas there?
Which customers use our storage systems, or what?
Or how does your company raise the competence of your clients and the engineers and technicians there in those target markets in Africa and Asia?
Okay, we have different possibilities to train the technicians there. First of all, it's my job to tell them how our systems work and how we can integrate that. On the other hand, it's possible with our academy with the different training possibilities. And at the end, learning by doing, installing the first system, and afterwards, you know how it has to work, and the next ones are easier. Our systems are a little bit plug and play. It's like IKEA system. There are not so many possibilities to make mistakes, but at the end, of course, you have to be trained for that. But it's possible for a good electrician or a technician to install our systems.